Okay. So good afternoon, students. How are you all doing? Come on. Okay. So students, today we start our macroeconomics journey. Today we start our macroeconomics journey. And the day couldn't be better because it is also the day when the budget is being presented. It couldn't be better because today is the day where budget will be presented, which also deals with macroeconomics. So, sir, whatever we have learned till now, जो भी आप लोगों ने अभी तक पढ़ा है, ओके, आई विल बी स्पीकिंग इन बोथ द लैंग्वेजेस, सो प्लीज वेट, है ना? इफ यू आर कंफर्टेबल इन इंग्लिश, वेरी गुड, आई विल बी यूजिंग इंग्लिश। बट अगर आपको हिंदी ज्यादा समझ में आता है तो वेट कीजिएगा। जो भी मैं इंग्लिश में बोलूंगा, आई विल ट्रांसलेट मोस्ट ऑफ द पॉइंट्स इनटू हिंदी। ओके, कूल। सो लेट्स गो देन, फ्रेंड्स। Today we begin our journey of macroeconomics. I repeat, today we begin our journey of macroeconomics. So one thing becomes very important. So one thing becomes very important, and that is to segregate between microeconomics and macroeconomics, because today is your first class on macroeconomics. Okay. So to give you an example, I could say that the microeconomics is like talking about a particular tree in a forest. I repeat, microeconomics is like talking about a particular tree in a forest, while macroeconomics is about macroeconomics is about the entire forest. So when you talk about an individual tree, it is microeconomics. When you talk about the entire forest, it is macroeconomics. Now, to translate into economics terms, I could say that when we talk about how a single company is doing, what a consumer is purchasing, a single consumer is purchasing, what a single company is doing, what a single factory is producing, when the language is such, then we are delving into the world of microeconomics, which you have done so far. Beyond today, or from today, I would say, the journey is about not talking about the entire company, but talking about the entire companies, yani ki talking about the entire economy, talking about the entire economy, talking about the entire country as a whole, how the country as a whole is doing, and not company as a whole is doing. अब मैं इसी को हिंदी में बोल देता हूं। माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स इस बारे में है, माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स जो अभी तक आप पढ़ रहे थे वो इस बारे में है कि एक कंज्यूमर ने कितना परचेजेस किया या एक प्रोड्यूसर ने कितना प्रोडक्शन किया। मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स है सारे कंज्यूमर्स मिलके कितना प्रोडक्ट्स खरीद रहे हैं या सारे प्रोड्यूसर्स मिलकर कितना सप्लाई कर रहे हैं। तो यहां पे एग्रीगेट वर्ड यूज होने वाला है। यू विल बी यूजिंग द एग्रीगेट वर्ड हियर। Hopefully, guys, hopefully, guys, till now, the difference between micro and macro is clear. Micro talks about individual, macro talks about aggregates. Micro बात करता है individual के बारे में, macro बात करता है सबके total के बारे में. So I need everybody to write down in the chat. Micro talks about individual, macro talks about aggregate. Micro talks about individual, macro talks about aggregate. Please write it down in the chat, तब मैं आगे बढ़ूंगा. Only then I'll proceed. Come on, guys, come on. Okay, fantastic. All right, great then. So friends, this is what we have done so far. That what is the difference between micro and macro? Micro and macro के बीच में फर्क क्या है? एक बात कसम खा लीजिए, एक बात कसम खा लीजिए, take an oath, take an oath. Whenever we are dealing with macroeconomics, we will not use the word demand and supply. When we are talking about macroeconomics, we will not talk about demand and supply. We will use the word aggregate demand and aggregate supply. We will use the words aggregate demand and aggregate supply. I repeat, whenever we talk about macroeconomics, we will talk about aggregate demand and aggregate supply, not demand and supply. Be sure about it. Sir, what is the difference between demand and aggregate demand? Sir, demand और aggregate demand के बीच में फर्क क्या है वो मैं बताते रहूंगा। अब अपने लोग का मैक्रो का इकोनॉमिक्स जर्नी शुरू हो गया है तो वो मैं आपको बता दूंगा। आप केवल ये बात ध्यान रखें कि अब जब मैक्रो शुरू हो गया है, आप एग्रीगेट वर्ड यूज करेंगे, आप जो है डिमांड वर्ड यूज नहीं करेंगे, आप एग्रीगेट डिमांड वर्ड यूज करेंगे, आप सप्लाई वर्ड यूज नहीं करेंगे, एग्रीगेट सप्लाई वर्ड यूज करेंगे। आप केवल इतना कसम खा लीजिए, बाकी मैं संभाल लूंगा, ठीक है ना? ऑल राइट, ग्रेट। आई कैन सी एवरीबडी राइटिंग दैट डाउन इन द चैट। तो ठीक है, लेट्स गो अहेड यार, लेट्स गो अहेड नाउ। लेट्स टॉक अबाउट नेशनल इनकम नाउ। National income is the first chapter in macro, a very beautiful chapter, a very beautiful chapter. See, national income, what we will be studying in national income, the first question that crops up in everyone's mind. Friends, the first thing we would be talking about is aggregates of national income. Sir, please repeat. The first thing we would be talking about is aggregates of national income. Sir, what does aggregate mean? Sir, aggregate का क्या मतलब है? अभी के लिए आप समझ लो अलग अलग concepts, different concepts used in national income, different words used in national income. Okay, this would be our first goal. This would be our first goal. Okay, then there would be some discussion in the next classes maybe, or if we are able to cover today, then maybe today we would be talking about circular flow. We will be talking about how to measure national income. Hello, we will be talking about how to measure national income, measurement of national income. We will be talking about measurement of national income, friends, which comprise generally of three methods. I would tell you the methods. The number one would be, everyone, the number one would be measurement of national income में income method, value added method, expenditure method. Not necessarily in that order, but we will talk about all the three methods. Okay, so that would be our goal. Your question would be, आपका क्वेश्चन होगा, सर क्या हम लोग रनिंग नोट्स लें? सर, डू वी टेक रनिंग नोट्स? सर, हाउ डू वी प्रिपेयर फॉर इकोनॉमिक्स? सर, हाउ डू वी डू वेल इन इकोनॉमिक्स? So before you ask that question, because I am telling it once, I will not necessarily repeat it later on. So please listen carefully. I will translate this in Hindi as well. Please listen carefully. Number one, your main focus should be not on taking the notes. You know why? Because our dear institute is recording this session. So even if you want to take up the notes, you can do it anytime later on. Your primary, I repeat, your primary focus should be on understanding. Since we have to know about the objective things, we have to know about the MCQ type answers. So the focus should be on word and not learning the entire paragraph. Institute's material is brilliant. Institute's material is brilliant. So after the class, only the portions I have done, you just go through them. And that would be more than enough. Do not panic. We will go slow and you will be able to complete everything. Panic मत कीजिएगा. आराम से सुनने पर फोकस कीजिए, ना कि लिखने पर, क्योंकि इंस्टीट्यूट सेशन रिकॉर्ड करके आपको देता है. ठीक है, तो कोई ऐसा हड़बड़ी नहीं है कि अपने लोग जो है सब कुछ एक बार में लिख ले. सर रुक जाइए, वो मत कीजिएगा. समझने पे फोकस कीजिएगा, एक फ्लो बना हुआ रहेगा, मजा आएगा पढ़ाई करने में. चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं अब बातचीत को. लेट्स गो एवरीवन. ओके, ऑल राइट, लेट्स गो अहेड सर. Let's go ahead, sir. Everybody, let's go ahead, sir. So now, everyone, please pay attention. I am telling you something. National income. I ask you, suppose this is me. This is me, okay, on one side. Sir, why are you showing off that you are CA? अरे बाबा, मेहनत किया इसके लिए. Okay, sorry. So now coming back to the point. This is me and this is you all. This is you all on the other side. You all on the other side. So I ask you all, how do you compute? How do you compute national income? I ask you all, how do you compute national income? I ask you all, how do you compute national income? Even if you don't know anything, just take a guess. So what will your answer be? Come on, what will your answer be? Your answer would be that, sir, you just add in the income of all the people and that will be national income. सारे लोगों का इनकम जोड़ दीजिए, उसे नेशनल इनकम कहेंगे। यू एड द इनकम ऑफ एवरीबडी, दैट विल बी कॉल्ड नेशनल इनकम। सारे लोगों का इनकम जोड़ दीजिए, उसको नेशनल इनकम कहेंगे। बस एग्जैक्टली माई पॉइंट, यू आर करेक्ट। Exactly my point, you are correct. So national income is nothing. I will obviously improvise on this definition, but till now you all are correct. Sum total of all, I repeat, sum total of all incomes. I repeat, national income is sum total of all incomes. Sum total of all incomes. Till now you are perfect. ठीक है, बराबर। सम टोटल ऑफ ऑल इनकम्स। डोंट यूज फैंसी वर्ड्स नाउ, अभी डू नॉट ट्राई टू यूज फैंसी वर्ड्स। हाँ, वर्ड्स लाइक जीडीपी, एनडीपी, जीडीपी एट एफसी, जीडीपी एट एमपी, एनडीपी एट एफसी, एनडीपी एट एमपी, डोंट यूज दोस फैंसी वर्ड्स, forget it. Start from the base. Again I ask you, what is national income? Sir, our answer is it is the sum total of all the incomes. What is national income? Sir, it is the sum total of all the incomes. Bas, perfect. Perfect. Now tell me something. Now I ask you a question. Any individual, be it me, be it your parents, or be it you yourself, when do we make money? When do we make money? इनकम कहां से आता है? इनकम कैसे आता है? पैसे कैसे कमाते हैं? Your answer will be simple. That's to make income. There are three ways. I will cut out the third one. Sir, number one is either you are selling us some goods, then we can make money. Either you are providing us some services. You see, I am teaching you right now. So I am providing you a service. अभी मैं आपको सर्विस प्रोवाइड कर रहा हूं तो मुझे इनकम मिल रहा है। मैं आपको गुड्स बेच रहा हूं तो मुझे इनकम मिल रहा है। और द थर्ड कुड बी, सपोज आई एम अ गवर्नमेंट सर्वेंट, आई हैव रिटायर्ड, so government is giving me some pension. Here, pension, or there could be some other things like gift. This is also income. National income includes only those incomes. Golden statement. This will help you a lot in this macroeconomics journey. National income वो income है, national income वो income है जो उसी income को consider करेगा, that will consider only that income that arises because of production of goods and services in the economy. It will never include free meal. If you're getting something for free without providing any goods or without providing any service, is that income? Yes, but it is not considered in national income. National income, for something to be considered in national income, or for some income to be considered in national income, the condition should be that it should result in production of either goods or production of services. अब हिंदी में बोलते हैं, किसी चीज को अगर नेशनल इनकम का पार्ट बनना है, किसी इनकम को अगर नेशनल इनकम का पार्ट बनना है, तो क्या तो आपको गुड्स या सर्विस कुछ बेचना पड़ेगा और उससे आया हुआ इनकम नेशनल इनकम का पार्ट बनेगा। अगर आपको फोकट में इनकम हो रहा है, अगर फोकट में आपको आमदनी हो रहा है, आपको पॉकेट मनी मिला, आपको गिफ्ट मिला है, तो वो भी इनकम बहुत सुंदर, बट वो नेशनल इनकम का हिस्सा नहीं बनेगा। ये बात ध्यान रख लीजिए, समझ लीजिए, रट लीजिए, बट प्लीज डोंट मेक मिस्टेक्स हियर। एम आई क्लियर टिल हियर? कम ऑन एवरीबडी इन द चैट बॉक्स प्लीज, कम ऑन एवरीवन, come on everyone, is that clear so far? Yes or no in the chat, come on guys. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. So yes sir, we have understood so far. Yes sir, we have understood so far, brilliant. Now in economics, these goods and services are also called product. In economics, these goods and services are also called product. In economics, these goods and services are called product. And hence, from now on, I will not use the word goods and services. I will be using the word product. In fact, not only me, now you should also remember that we will use the word product. So we could say that the reference to income would mean the reference to product. So please remember that we will be using this word interchangeably. So in your copy, you should note it down income equals to product, and you should cut pensions and gifts like this. Income equals to product, you must write it down, and you should cut up pensions and gifts like this. Come on everybody, done kya? Okay, so this you note down and this you note down. Goods and services will be included, pension and gifts won't be included. Note it down, very, very important. It is the very fundamentals of national income. Okay, great. So for now, you should remember only two things. Number one, only goods and services produced will be forming a part of national income. And number two, goods and services are also called product. तो ही चीज अभी तक आपको पता होना चाहिए पूरे क्लास में, और कुछ नहीं पता है तो छोड़ दीजिए. पहला बात कि जब गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज का प्रोडक्शन हो तो उससे आया हुआ इनकम ही केवल नेशनल इनकम का पार्ट बनेगा. और दूसरी बात कि इनकम को हम लोग प्रोडक्ट वर्ड से इंटरचेंजेबली यूज कर सकते हैं. ये दो बात आपको पता रहना चाहिए, बाकी कुछ नहीं मांगता. खत्म. ठीक है सर. सर बात तो चमका तो एवरीवन. यस सर. सर इट्स क्लियर टिल हियर. नाउ मूविंग ऑन. नाउ एवरीबॉडी लेट्स मूव ऑन. नाउ the fact that I have told you product, now let's come to your favorite fancy terms. You know, domestic product, national product, etc., etc. Let's come to this fancy terms now. Friends, pay attention. This is the most important part. This is going to decide how much you have understood economics or macroeconomics. Please pay attention now. Friends, for example's sake, let me tell you something. This is our country, India. Okay. This is our country, India. Great. And everyone, this is rest of the world. ROW, rest of the world. So on one side we have India, and on the other side we have rest of the world. एक तरफ India है और एक तरफ rest of the world है. I repeat, on one side we have India, other side we have rest of the world. Now guys, if you think carefully, come on, if you think carefully, there are two kinds of people making money in India. I repeat, there are two kinds of people making money in India. There are two kinds of people making money in India. Sir, what are the two kinds of people? Come on. Sir, what are the two kinds of people? So there are two kinds of people. Number one, which is the majority, it is the Indians earning in India. It is the Indians earning in India. Let me represent it by A. Let me represent it by A. How does it matter? It's school, right? So I told you there are on the one side Indians who are earning in India. On the one side you have Indians earning in India. On the one side you have Indians earning in India. Great. On the one side you have Indians earning in India. Number two, there are foreigners earning in India. There are foreigners earning in India. FEI. Clear? All right, sir. So on the one side, you have Indians earning in India and foreigners earning in India. Sir, can you give us an example? Of course, Indians earning in India, Mr. Ambani, Tata's, Indians earning in India, foreigners earning in India. Example, Microsoft US making money in India. So these are foreigners earning in India. Okay. Now, if you talk about rest of the world, again, the rest of the world has two components. Indians earning abroad. Let us represent that by C. For example, let's say there are brands or companies like Bikaram. They're selling their bhujiyas outside India. Okay. Or you could take up any example, you know, Ola. Suppose the Ola cabs are operating outside India. So they are Indians earning abroad. All right. And lastly, foreigners earning abroad means people who stay outside and earn outside. Any example would do. Let's say, you know, we could take the example of batsman Chris Gayle. He stays outside, he earns outside. Anything as such would be foreigners earning abroad. Let us represent them via D. अब मैं हिंदी में सेम बात बोलता हूं. मैंने चार जनों को बोला. मैंने चार जनों का बात किया. पहला, इंडिया में दो तरीके के लोग पैसे कमाते हैं. इंडियंस लोग जो इंडिया में पैसा कमा रहे हैं, जैसे मैं, आपके पेरेंट्स होंगे, इंडियंस लोग जो इंडिया में पैसा कमा रहे हैं। दूसरा, जो विदेशी लोग जैसे माइक्रोसॉफ्ट, जो इंडिया में बिजनेस करके इंडिया में पैसा कमा रहा है। तीसरा, वो लोग, वो इंडियंस लोग जो बाहर रह के बाहर पैसा कमा रहे हैं। और चौथे, वो फॉरेनर्स लोग जो फॉरेनर ही है, मतलब अंग्रेज ही है और बाहर ही रह के पैसे कमा रहे हैं। फॉरेनर्स अर्निंग अब्रॉड। बराबर। वी हैव डिस्कस्ड इट इन 4 पार्ट्स। यस और नो? यहां तक क्लियर है? यहां तक चमका? इज दिस क्लियर टिल हियर? एवरीवन कम ऑन यार, इज दिस क्लियर टिल हियर? कम ऑन एवरीवन। Okay, great. Great, 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 great. Fantastic. Now let's proceed. Everybody, now let's proceed. Now let's see what is going on. Now let's proceed and let's go ahead and let's discuss something now. See, what is domestic product? What is domestic product? The question arises, Arey sir, what is domestic product? You are supposed to teach that to us. Okay, it's nothing but A plus B. Boom, gone. Khatam. Okay, so domestic product is ए प्लस बी। डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट क्या है? ए और बी का सम। ए और बी को जोड़ दीजिए तो जो प्रोडक्ट का फाइनल वैल्यू आया, या फाइनल प्रोडक्ट का जो वैल्यू आया, उसी को डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट बोलते हैं। अब डेफिनेशन बोले, डेफिनेशन बोले, डेफिनेशन लिखना मत, पहले बोलता हूं, बाद में लिख दूंगा, मैं खुद ही लिख दूंगा, ठीक है ना? अभी सुनना, पहले तो ये कॉपी कर लो आप लोग, फिर मैं आगे बात करूंगा। इतना कॉपी कर लो, फर्स्ट कॉपी दिस डाउन एंड देन आई विल टॉक फर्दर। Okay, please note this one down. I'm waiting. Come on, everyone. Okay, done, sir. Done, 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 done. Very good, very good, very good. Now, everybody, if we talk about national product, friends, if we talk about national product, when I say the national product, see, when we talk about domestic product, na, the focus is more on the, see, look at the word domestic. The focus is on the domestic boundaries of the country. So this is India. So whatever is earned in India or whatever value of goods and services are produced in India will form part of domestic product, will form part of domestic product or domestic income as we would call it. So it is A plus B. It is A plus B. डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट में किससे मतलब है? डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट में इंडिया से मतलब है, इंडिया के बाउंड्रीज से मतलब है, नाम में ही है डोमेस्टिक, तो मतलब है बाउंड्रीज से, डोमेस्टिक बाउंड्रीज से मतलब है। तो डोमेस्टिक बाउंड्रीज के अंदर जिन भी गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज का प्रोडक्शन हुआ, उनकी वैल्यू डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट है। फुल स्टॉप, थैंक यू। बट अगर कोई नेशनल प्रोडक्ट का बात कर रहा है, बट अगर कोई नेशनल प्रोडक्ट का बात कर रहा है, तो नेशनल प्रोडक्ट के अंदर इफ somebody is talking about national product, then within national product, then within national product, we consider not India, we consider Indians. We consider not India. What do we consider? We consider Indians. And what is included under the purview of Indians? A and C, of course. So it is A plus C. That is the brief difference between domestic product and national product. Domestic product relates to domestic boundaries of the country. National product relates to ordinary residents or basically nationals of the country or residents of the country or Indians for that matter. So they are two different concepts. They are two different concepts. Now in Hindi, domestic product को इंडिया की बाउंड्रीज से मतलब है, खत्म। नेशनल प्रोडक्ट को इंडियन से मतलब है, खत्म। तो डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट के अंदर जो भी इंडिया के बाउंड्रीज में कोई भी प्रोडक्शन कर रहा हो, whoever is producing within the domestic boundaries of India, be it Indians or be it foreigners, that would be domestic product. But whenever Indians are producing something, be it in India or be it outside, जब भी इंडियंस कुछ प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हो, चाहे इंडिया के अंदर चाहे इंडिया के बाहर, वो पार्ट बनता है नेशनल प्रोडक्ट का। आई एम श्योर इट्स क्रिस्टल क्लियर। कम ऑन गाइज, यस और नो? ROW is rest of the world. ROW is rest of the world. Okay, correct. Hopefully everyone has noted it till here. I'm just waiting for you all to note it down. Come on, guys. Done, sir. Great. Let's shoot now. Let's shoot now. Now, friends, let me ask you a very simple maths question, okay? On one side, I have A plus B, all right? Let's put A plus B this side. Huh? And on the other side, I need A plus C. So let's put A plus C this side, huh? No problem. Basically, from domestic product, I have to reach national product. From domestic product, I have to reach national product. You know what? Because A plus B is domestic product, and you know what? A plus C is national product. So hence, with below A plus B, I have written domestic product. Below A plus C, I have written national product. I am sure you all perfect about it. No issues whatsoever. Great, sir. Great, sir. Great, sir. Now, A plus B is here. A plus C is here. Everyone, A plus B is here. A plus C is here. Now, the mathematical question lies कि A plus B से A plus C कैसे पहुंचे? The question lies is, how do we reach from A plus B to A plus C? The answer is pretty simple. A यहाँ पर भी है, A यहाँ पर भी है. A is on the LHS, A is also on the RHS, means left hand side and right hand side. A is on the left hand side as well as A is on the right hand side. But C is on the right hand side, but it's not on the left hand side. So first of all, I need to add C. But B is not there on the right hand side, but B is there on the left hand side. So we need to remove B. We need to remove B now. So plus what we do is C minus B. 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 So now, my dear students, this C minus B is what? Indians earning abroad, income of Indians earning abroad minus foreigners earning in India. मतलब अपने Indians लोग, first in English then in Hindi. It means the difference between what Indians are bringing into India by earning abroad minus what foreigners earning in India are taking outside. The difference of this two is C minus B. हिंदी में इंडियंस लोग बाहर जो काम कर रहे हैं वो बाहर पैसा कितना कमा के इंडिया ला रहे हैं, माइनस फॉरेनर्स लोग जो इंडिया में काम कर रहे हैं वो इंडिया से पैसा कमा के कितना पैसा बाहर ले जा रहे हैं. इन दोनों का डिफरेंस, बोलो 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 बोलो, इन दोनों का डिफरेंस, इन दोनों का डिफरेंस को C माइनस बी बोलते हैं. एंड there is a beautiful term for this in economics. My dear students, the term is NFIA. What is the term? NFIA. So this C minus B that I was speaking on for so long is nothing but NFIA. Net factor income from abroad or net factor income to abroad. Sir, what? Come again, sir. NFIA का दो मीनिंग होता है. I'll write down the full form. Net factor income from abroad and minus net factor income to abroad. Net factor income to abroad. Net factor income to abroad. Net factor income from abroad or net factor income to abroad. Both are allowable. Sir, why do you say so? See, if C is greater than B, means Indians are bringing more money than foreigners are taking outside, then it is from abroad. Because on net basis, this is why I'm using the word net. on net basis, on net basis, on net basis, money is coming in. But if foreigners are taking more money outside, then it will become net factor income to abroad, because overall the money is going out. Overall में पैसा जा रहा है. अच्छा, yes sir. So NFIA, net factor income from abroad, it arises when C, that is the money brought into India by Indians, is greater than money taken from India by the foreigners. But it would be net factor income to abroad if money brought in by the Indians is less than the money taken away by the foreigners. That is net factor income to abroad. So, yes, NFIA can be both positive or negative depending on C is greater or B is greater. So, if NFIA is positive, it means net factor income from abroad, मतलब ओवरऑल में पैसा आ रहा है. और नेट फैक्टर इनकम टू अब्रॉड मींस ओवरऑल में पैसा इंडिया से जा रहा है. बट द फॉर्मूला बिकम्स डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट प्लस NFIA इज नेशनल प्रोडक्ट. Domestic product plus NFIA is a national product. Domestic product plus NFIA is national product. Come on, guys, everyone. Is that clear? Yes or no? Come on, everyone. Is that clear? Yes or no? Yes. NFIA is nothing but factor income brought from abroad minus factor income taken away from India. Correct? You could say that. Factor income means we have served, we have provided some work, labor, and then we are generating money. That is factor income. Of course, in micro part, you have done what are factors of production. So I need not repeat it. So to conclude, sir, to conclude, I will give you the summary so far. I will give you the summary so far, once in English, once in Hindi, and then in a fast way, I will summarize everything we have done so far in today's class. Okay. So what I said is, first in English, I'm summarizing that domestic product includes the value of A, that is Indians earning in India, plus B, foreigners earning in India. Then domestic product is Indians earning in India plus foreigners earning in India. And the national product is Indians earning in India plus Indians earning abroad. Indians earning in India plus Indians earning abroad. That is national product. And then I taught you all that domestic product plus NFIA becomes national product. Domestic product plus NFIA becomes national product. Now NFIA is composed of two parts: net factor income from abroad, net factor income to abroad. Net factor income from abroad means on overall basis money is coming in, and net factor income to abroad means on overall basis money is going out. So DP, domestic product, plus NFIA is national product. NFIA can be both positive and negative. It is positive if more money is coming in compared to the money going out, and it is negative if more money is going out than the amount of money coming in. I hope it's crystal clear till here. Come on, guys, yes or no? Come on, everybody. Now I'll translate it into Hindi. डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट का मतलब इंडिया के अंदर जो पैसा कमाए, और नेशनल प्रोडक्ट का मतलब जो इंडियंस लोग पैसा कमाए, यानी ए और सी, वो बी को इंक्लूड नहीं करेगा, ए और सी को इंक्लूड करेगा. और यदि आपको डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट से नेशनल प्रोडक्ट पहुंचना है तो आप एनएफआईए जोड़िए. एनएफआईए क्या है? नेट फैक्टर इनकम फ्रॉम अब्रॉड, मतलब ओवरऑल में बाहर से पैसा इंडिया में आ रहा है, और नेट फैक्टर इनकम टू अब्रॉड मतलब ओवरऑल बेसिस में इंडिया से पैसा बाहर जा रहा है. हेलो एवरीबॉडी, इज दैट क्लियर? कम ऑन गाइस. ओके, okay. Friends, note it down, please. If done, come on, tell me. If done, if you have noted it down, come on, tell me so that I can proceed now. If you have noted it down so far. All right, done, sir. Done, 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 done. Great. Now, now let's come to the definition part of things. It's very, very easy. It's very, very easy. Suppose somebody asks us, of course, I know we are under an MCQ setup, but it is good to have the knowledge of definition. So here I write domestic product and here I write national product. So domestic product, I can write it is the aggregate value. It is the aggregate value of all final goods and services. Final, we don't consider raw materials, only final goods and services. Consider it is the aggregate value of all final goods and services produced within the domestic boundaries of a country. See, this is very important. I told you domestic boundaries means within India, within the domestic boundaries of a country in a particular year. You could say financial year, but no need. In a particular period also you could say in a particular period. That is domestic product. See, national product definition is almost same. Almost same. Almost same. It is the, again, aggregate value AV of all final goods and services, aggregate value of all final goods and services produced by normal residents. See, here it is focus on Indians, normal residents. Here the focus is on Indians. By the normal residents, produced by normal residents of a country in a particular period, of a country in a particular period, of a country in a particular period, of a country in a particular period. So first of all, I will translate it both to English and Hindi. So please listen carefully. Domestic product is aggregate value of all final goods and services produced where? Within domestic boundaries. And in national product, again, same thing, aggregate value of final goods and services produced by the normal residents of a country in a particular period. Only difference is here there is normal residents, here there is domestic boundaries. That is the only difference. So first, I will again translate it into Hindi. डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट में वही है, एग्रीगेट मतलब टोटल, फाइनल मतलब अल्टीमेट गुड्स एंड सर्विस जो बन चुका है उसका वैल्यू हम लोग कंसीडर करते हैं, वो जो इंडिया के अंदर बना है यानी डोमेस्टिक बाउंड्रीज के अंदर. और नेशनल प्रोडक्ट में सब कुछ सेम है, बस यहाँ पे हम लोग इंडिया नहीं कंसीडर करते हैं, हम लोग इंडियंस कंसीडर करते हैं, इसीलिए नॉर्मल रेसिडेंट्स वर्ड यूज हुआ है. तो अगेन इन फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एट अ स्लो पेस and then at a fast pace I will tell the definition of both. You all have to speak out with me. Obviously, I cannot see you speaking out, so I'm just trusting you that you will speak out with me. Come on, once again, in a slow fashion. Domestic product ka definition. It is the aggregate value of final goods and services produced within the domestic boundaries of a country in a particular period. National product, it is the aggregate value of all final goods and services produced by the normal residents of a country during a particular period. And now I will, fast forward it so that everybody has understood it. Just to summarize, I will speak in a fast fashion. So domestic product is the aggregate value of final goods and services produced within the domestic boundaries of a country during a particular period. And national product is the aggregate value of final goods and services produced by the normal residents of a country during a particular period. I think I have summarized it pretty well. Is this clear till here? Yes or no? Come on. Is this clear? Come on, guys. All right, sir. Crystal clear, sir. So from domestic product, how do we reach national product? Domestic product plus NFIA is national product. This is the first formula. Sir, will we solve numericals? Definitely. 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 Sir, we have a question, sir. To know about a country, which method is good? Which method is good? Which method is good? Is it domestic product or is it national product? Which method is good? Is it domestic product or national product? Which method is good to know about a country? So let me tell you, this is the wrong question. The question itself is wrong. It's like asking that, sir, what is good? A hot tea or a cold fruit juice? You cannot compare them because it depends on the season, right? Similarly, you cannot compare domestic product and national product. It depends on what data you want. If you want to know how Indian production is going on, then you see domestic product. But if you want to see how Indians are doing, you see national product. But on overall world basis, we use national product. If you want to know which one is preferred in the world, national product is the answer. This I will say it in today's class as we proceed. We use national product. That is definitely there. Okay, great. Okay, great. Sir, this much is crystal clear. Come on. Sir, this much is crystal clear. All right, let's go then. Let's go then. Let's see what is going on further now. Now, NFIA, as we have discussed, it is positive when factor income, when factor income earned by Indians outside India is greater than factor income earned by foreigners in India. Then NFIA is positive and we use the word from. But NFIA is negative or we use the word to if it is just the opposite. If it is just the opposite. Sir, we have done till now. You don't need to repeat it anymore, sir. हम लोग को समझ आ गया है, sir. Please note this one down. A very important thing. Factor income earned. E matlab earned by foreign. FORE means foreigner in India. Okay? Please note it down. Okay, great. So, sir, we have done this much. Sir, we have done this much. Now, let me introduce you another word in your vocabulary now. All right? See, domestic product you have understood. National product you have understood. Now, let's open their wings. There are two concepts now. There are two concepts now in DP. DP is not display picture. DP is a domestic product. DP is domestic product. NP is national product. Now, friends, domestic product has two more components in it. Gross domestic product, net domestic product. Gross domestic product, net domestic product. NP, my dear students, again has two components within it. You know, there is GNP, gross national product, and then there is NNP, net national product. There is GNP, you see, that is gross national product, and then there is NNP, which is a net national product. There is gross national product and there is net national product. Okay. So, sir, now what is this G and N? Okay, let me write the full form also. Gross domestic product, net domestic product. And here you have it, gross national product And here you have it, net national product. Net national product. All right, sir, it's crystal clear. All right, sir, it's crystal clear. Sir, this much is crystal clear. So one side you have GDP, NDP, and other side you have GNP, NNP. Okay, fantastic. Right, sir, clear. Let's go ahead, sir. Let's go ahead, sir. Now, what is gross? Friends, you will agree when I am talking about value of goods and services, of course, those goods and services include machines as well. So bus, that is gross. So if the value of machine is suppose 10 lakhs and you take 10 lakhs in domestic product, that is gross domestic product. But you know the machine depreciates over time. So now at the end of the year, suppose after 1 lakh depreciation, the value of machine is 9 lakh. So if you add 9 lakh and not 10 lakh, it means you have deducted depreciation, that becomes net domestic product. Oh, so simply you are trying to tell us is again another formula, which is gross minus depreciation is called net. Gross minus depreciation is called net. Gross minus depreciation is called net. And you know what? Depreciation is also called capital consumption allowance. Depreciation is also called capital consumption allowance. Depreciation is also called capital consumption allowance in economics. Depreciation is also called capital consumption allowance. You all can note it down. I'm waiting. No problem. Yes, Mohammed Farhan Sheikh, you will get it. No worries. You will get the note. No problem, guys. Correct, Anuj. You are correct, Anuj. Okay, Divya. Thank you very much. Okay, Vipin, good. Great, Abhishek. Fantastic. Come on, everyone, note it down, fatafat. Yes, sure, Abhishek will do that. But keep noting so that you remember it very well. Keep noting it down. All right, done, sir. Done, sir. Let's go now. So, friends, if somebody asks you, Ki, how do you reach NDP? How do you reach NDP from GDP? My answer would be wherever you want to reach, keep it on the right side. See, G is gross, N is net. Bus, you deduct depreciation. Khatam. These are not formulas. These are common sense. These are common sense stuff. Again, second thing. See the second thing. If I ask you, come on, let's say you have NNP and you have to reach GNP. How will you reach? Now see, NP and NP is the same. So nothing doing there. Okay. But it is net and you want to reach gross. So of course, from gross to net, it is minus depreciation. So net to gross will be plus depreciation. Here it is. सर बात सही है. सर बात सही है. Okay. And remember, depreciation is nothing but capital consumption allowance, nothing else. You don't need to know anything else about it. Depreciation is nothing but capital consumption allowance. So if in exam, suppose institute gives you capital consumption allowance, don't be confused. Confuse मत हो जाइएगा कि हाय तौबा ये क्या दे दिया. It's nothing but capital consumption allowance is depreciation. So remember that. So now pay attention, everyone. Now number 3. If you want to reach from GDP, to NNP, can you tell me what is the way forward? See, the method is very simple. You are at G. G bole to you want to reach N. N bole to net. Means you will have to deduct depreciation. Step 1. And next, you are at DP, domestic product. You want to reach NP, national product. So what do you do to reach from DP to NP? Of course, you add NFIA. I have taught you this earlier. See, I have, put it in box as well. So it's crystal clear. Yes, Karthik, concepts like fixed capital formation, etc. we will go through. You don't need to worry about that. See, there is a chronology to which you need to study. Yes, there is material. You have the material in front of you. Very good. But when you understand the topic, there is a chronological order. I am following that order. So please follow this. And within whatever I have spoken, ask the doubts. Do not bring in new fancy terms and ask your queries, because it will create confusion for you only. I can answer that, but it will create confusion for you. If you have doubts, it should be from whatever I have spoken till now. अगर यहां तक जो मैं बोला हूं वहां तक कुछ क्लियर नहीं है तो पूछिए. नया नया टर्म्स लेकर आएंगे, आप ही कंफ्यूज हो जाएंगे. Right, sir. So friends, this much I hope you have understood. Right, sir, we have understood. Now I will show you another magic. See, students are often worried कि sir, do we have to learn all the definition? जैसे domestic product we have learned, national product we have learned. Now sir, you have told GDP, GNP, NDP, NNP. अरे तो sir, there is a lot of stress. 4 more definitions have been added. No, not if you follow my trick. So sir, what is your trick? You tell us. See, whenever in the definition you find G, that means gross. In the definition, just add including depreciation. Bas, game over. And if you find N bole to net, you write excluding depreciation. Bas, game over. Now let's go ahead to the definition. See, somebody tells me GDP बताओ. क्या बताओ? GDP. बोलो क्या बताओ? GDP. कोई मुझे बोलता है GDP का definition दो. Look at the definition. कुछ नहीं करना, यही definition लिख दो. It is the aggregate value of all goods and services produced within the domestic boundaries of a country in a particular period, including depreciation. Khatam. DP definition has become GDP. Khatam. Okay. Somebody tells me NDP का definition बताओ. Nothing new. Aggregate value of final goods and services produced within the domestic boundaries of a country in a particular period. NDP बोला था excluding depreciation. खत्म. Same thing with this. अगर कोई बोलता है GNP का definition बताओ, gross national product का, ये definition लिख के including depreciation लिख दो. खत्म. कोई बोले net national product, तो यही definition लिख के बस excluding depreciation लिख दो. Picture खत्म. अच्छा. Is that clear, everyone? Come on, guys. एक्सक्लूडिंग डेप्रिसिएशन का मतलब माइनस डेप्रिसिएशन. ये रहा देखो, एक्सक्लूडिंग मतलब माइनस डेप्रिसिएशन, इंक्लूडिंग मतलब प्लस डेप्रिसिएशन. बराबर. फिर से बोल देता हूं. इंक्लूडिंग मतलब माइनस डेप्रिसिएशन, इंक्लूडिंग मतलब प्लस डेप्रिसिएशन, एक्सक्लूडिंग मतलब माइनस डेप्रिसिएशन. देखो, आपको नेट दिया है, आपको ग्रॉस पहुंचना है. आप क्या करो? डेप्रिसिएशन जोड़ दो. आपको ग्रॉस दिया है, आपको नेट पहुंचना है, आप डेप्रिसिएशन हटा दो. बस इसी को बोलते हैं. ये हो गया पहला वाला इंक्लूडिंग डेप्रिसिएशन, ये हो गया बाद वाला एक्सक्लूडिंग डेप्रिसिएशन. कहानी खत्म. ओके सर, नाउ वी हैव अंडरस्टूड. सो कुछ नहीं, whenever you get the definition, just look for the words including or excluding. Including is G, excluding is N. Including is gross, excluding is net. Including is gross, excluding is net. So what is gross domestic product? See, the product's value, if they include depreciation, for example, machine at 10 lakh. If you take 10 lakh only, that is G, because it includes depreciation. Depreciation has not been deducted. But from 10 lakh, I deduct 1 lakh, 9 lakh. That becomes NDP. Bas, that's it. Okay, sir, we understood now. So friends, now let me ask you a question. Friends, now let me ask you a question. If you have understood truly, then tell me something. How do I reach from NNP to GDP? Tell me the technique step by step. Only then I will proceed. This is a, you could say, an MCQ question that I'm asking you. Come on, go ahead. But no multiple choice has been given to you. So come on, tell me. Yes, you are correct. I will take the names of people who will be giving correct answers. Okay, Anuj, thank you. Come on. राइट सो नाउ पीपल आर सेइंग कि सर देखिए यहां आपके पास नेट है, यहां आपको ग्रॉस पर पहुंचना है। तो नेट से यदि ग्रॉस पहुंचना है तो सर आपने बताया, देखिए ग्रॉस से नेट नहीं है। फ्रॉम नेट टू ग्रॉस वी हैव टू रीच। फॉर नेट टू ग्रॉस यू हैव टू ऐड डेप्रिसिएशन। फॉर ग्रॉस टू नेट यू डिडक्ट डेप्रिसिएशन। सो प्लस डेप्रिसिएशन। Now guess what? Here it is national product and you want to reach domestic product. You all know the formula. Domestic product plus NFIA is national product. So of course, if you send NFIA on the other side, it will become minus NFIA. So यदि आपको national product से domestic product पे पहुंचना है तो आपको NFIA deduct करना होगा. Let's see who has answered it correctly. Let's see who had answered it correctly. Anand, very good answer, दोस्त. Very good answer, Akansha. Karthik, perfect. KS Anaga, correct. Mohit, correct. Varun, correct. Mr. Sheikh Bashir, correct. So you all have answered it correctly. Very good answer. Now pay attention, everyone. Another addition is now coming into the game. Another addition is now coming into the game. That is the concept of factory price and market price. Factory price and market price. Now, whoever wants to know about factory price and market price, come on, everybody, pay attention now. See, this is a factory. All right. This is a factory. So suppose my cost of production of goods is rupees 50. It includes profit as well, assume. So does that mean, guys, that sales price is also 50? The answer is definitely no. You know why? Because in factory price, cost of production is nothing but factory price. That is the price at which the product is ready in the factory. Now government will impose some indirect taxes like GST, excise duty. So those indirect taxes have to be added. Indirect taxes are what? Taxes which are imposed on manufacture or sale of goods, like GST, excise duty. So government will give indirect tax, impose indirect taxes. But sometimes for products which are important for the economy, government gives us subsidy. Sir, what is subsidy? Subsidy is like a benefit given by the government to product producers. I'll give you an example. सपोज मैंने एक प्रोडक्ट 50 रुपए में बनाया, गवर्नमेंट ने 5 रुपए का टैक्स लगा दिया, इसको बोलते हैं टैक्स। टैक्स सामान की कीमत को बढ़ाता है, टैक्स सामान की कीमत को बढ़ाता है, तो मैं मार्केट में ये प्रोडक्ट 55 रुपए में बेच पाऊंगा। पर मान लीजिए मैं एक ऐसा प्रोडक्ट बना रहा हूं, आई एम मेकिंग अ प्रोडक्ट सपोज विच इज वेरी यूजफुल फॉर द कम्युनिटी। सो व्हाट द गवर्नमेंट टेल्स अस that no, you don't have to pay tax. Instead, we are sponsoring 5 rupees from our side. So government is giving 5 rupees to us. So for us, the market price is in fact 45 only. Farmers get subsidies. So subsidy is like a negative tax. Subsidy is like a negative tax. Subsidy is like a negative tax. So friends, this is what I'm trying to say. that factory price and market price are not the same. When to factory price you add indirect taxes and deduct subsidies, then you get market price, MP. So we could say, I will write it again, factory price plus indirect taxes minus subsidies is equals to market price. And note one thing, that FP, factory price, plus IT minus subsidy is NIT, net indirect taxes, which is equals to market price. So factory price plus net indirect taxes, NIT बोले तो 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 net indirect taxes, which is indirect taxes minus subsidy. So from factory price, if you want to reach market price, this is what you have got to do. Subsidy is like benefit received from government. Indirect tax is like a, let's say, a penalty, compulsory penalty imposed by government. Not exactly penalty, but you could say something which increases the value of the product. Full stop. This you must copy it down. Please note it down. So, sir, now you have 8 concepts. Huh? Sir, how come 8 concepts? I will tell you now. See, now the concept is GDP at MP. Second is GDP at FC. Oh my God. Then, dear students, you have NDP at FC. Then you have NDP at MP. Oh my God, sir. Oh my God. GNP at MP. GNP at FC. NNP at MP. NNP at FC. But guess what? You all now know each one of them. 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 Sir, please speak out the definition. So now you don't have to learn 8 definitions. First, write down in the chat. We don't have to learn 8 definitions. Write this down, then I will tell you the definition of each 8. And you will now understand what logic I am bringing into the game. First of all, write. We don't need to learn 8 definition. Write it down in the chat. ठीक है. Until you write down, I will tell this text matter again in हिंदी. देखिए, फैक्ट्री में एक सामान बना, मान लीजिए 50 रुपए में बना. अब सरकार उस पर टैक्स लेती है, जीएसटी लेती है ना. आप कोई रेस्टोरेंट जाओ तो देखिए उस पर जीएसटी लिखा रहता है. तो फैक्ट्री प्राइस और मार्केट में बिकने वाला प्राइस सेम नहीं होता, कारण कि फैक्ट्री प्राइस पर टैक्स लगता है और फिर कुछ लोगों को कुछ कमोडिटीज में गवर्नमेंट से सब्सिडी मिलती है. सब्सिडी का मतलब है, जैसे टैक्स तो हमें गवर्नमेंट को पे करना पड़ रहा है, जब हम लोग अच्छा या इंपॉर्टेंट कमोडिटी बना रहे हैं तो गवर्नमेंट हमें कुछ पे करता है, उससे सब्सिडी कहते हैं. तो जैसे टैक्स सामान को महंगा बनाता है, सब्सिडी मिलने की वजह से सामान हमारे लिए सस्ता हो जाता है. तो टैक्स को जोड़ते हैं, सब्सिडी को माइनस करते हैं, अगर फैक्ट्री प्राइस से मार्केट प्राइस तक पहुंचना है तो. और ये इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स माइनस सब्सिडी को हम लोग नेट इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स भी बोलते हैं. तो कुल मिला के फॉर्मूला बन गया फैक्ट्री प्राइस प्लस नेट इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स इक्वल्स टू मार्केट प्राइस. सर, क्या नेट इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स नेगेटिव हो सकता है? हाँ, अगर गवर्नमेंट इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स से ज्यादा सब्सिडी लगा दे तो थ्योरेटिकली हो सकता है. अब coming back to the 8 definitions. See, now the secret sauce I am pouring. DP definition you all know. So let's tell the definition of DP, domestic product. It is the aggregate value of all final goods and services produced within the domestic boundaries of a country in a particular period. बराबर? एक बार फिर बोले. It is the aggregate value of all final goods and services produced within the domestic boundaries of a country in a particular period. अब देखो, क्योंकि यहां पर G है, तो मैं बोलूंगा इंक्लूडिंग डेप्रिसिएशन MP है, measured at market price. खत्म, डेफिनेशन खत्म. सो मैं टोटल डेफिनेशन एक साथ बोलता हूं. इट इज द एग्रीगेट वैल्यू ऑफ all final goods and services produced within the domestic boundaries of a country in a particular period, including depreciation measured at market prices. अच्छा, ये ट्रिक है सर। हाँ, ये ट्रिक है। चलो और बताते हैं, और पूछते हैं आप लोगों से। लेट्स सी यू आर एबल टू आंसर दैट और नॉट। हाँ, कम ऑन, लेट्स आंसर दिस वन या। ओके, जीडीपी एट एफसी। ओके, जीडीपी एट एफसी, aggregate value of goods and services produced within the domestic boundaries of a country in a particular year. G, including depreciation. FC, measured at factory cost या measured at factory prices. खत्म। Oh, NDP at FC, aggregate value of goods and services produced within the domestic boundaries of a country in a particular year. N, excluding depreciation. FC, measured at factory cost. NDP at MP, aggregate value of goods and services produced within the domestic boundaries of the country. N, excluding depreciation. MP, measured at market price. खत्म। अरे हाँ सर, बात तो चमका। Yes, Vishnu Dev, correct. It is just for the sake of concept that I am telling. Of course, we are having objective paper, but when you know the concepts, sums become easy that come for MCQ. Again, GNP at MP, aggregate value of goods and services produced by the normal residents of a country during a particular year, including depreciation measured at market price. Now I think you have understood all the 8 aggregates. All the 8 aggregates. Now two questions arise. Sir, which one of them is the national income? If the teacher tells us calculate national income, which one of them is the national income? There are two answers I will give. Listen carefully. Number one, all of these 8 are national income only. Number one, all of these 8 are national income only. Number one, all of these 8 are national income only. But if they ask you to compute national income, this is the default that we take. So NNP at FC is used as a default to illustrate national income. So if somebody asks calculate national income, of course, in an MCQ, then you will not have the time to calculate all the 8. They would be asking about NNP at FC. So remember, sir has told you that NNP at FC is national income. Clear है तो हाँ ना बोलना यार. Come on guys. चमका नहीं चमका ये बताओ. Come on everyone. Is that clear? Yes or no? Come on everyone. Okay, fantastic. Let's go, everyone. Now, now friends, please pay attention. Now, friends, pay attention, everyone. I am stopping for 5 minutes. I of you need a drinks break. You need to study. You need to, take some rest. You need to drink water. You can do it for 5 minutes. After this 5 minutes, I will, continue. But I am here only in this 5 minutes. If any of the students is having any doubt, please go ahead. I will now be answering only doubts for the next 5 minutes, will not be taking anything new. Till then, those who wanted some break can take for 5 minutes. I will be here only. I will not be taking anything new for the next 5 minutes. So shoot guys, you can shoot your doubts now. Okay. So our friend KS Anag is asking, ki sir, what is why? Oh, okay. He's asking why is NNP at FC considered a default measure for national income? Good question. I'll answer that. See, my dear friend, the thing is net because it has excluded all the depreciation. So it's always going to tell you the ultimate actual value of the asset. That's why net is good. NP, national means by Indians. The focus is on Indians. So that's why NP. And why FC, not MP? Because see, suppose what really matters is key at what cost the product is ready in the factory. So for example, even if the product is ready for 100, government imposes a tax of 1 crore. So the national income will look like 1 crore 100 rupees. But is that logical at all? No. So the true indicator of whether the production is going up or down is the factory cost and not the market price. Because then in market price, taxes also will have to be added. And now tax can be anything. So it will make the whole thing illogical. Because tax to kitna bhi laga dijiye. Does that mean income is rising? You can impose any amount of tax. Does that really represent the rise in income levels? No. The factory cost represents that whether factory income of people have risen or not. And hence factory cost is used, not market price. I hope I have answered this. Even if you have not understood, ignore that, not necessary. Though I have tried to explain. Yes, Nityasri. So why do we need to calculate national income? A good question, a very good question. I will surely be answering this. I'm just waiting for the 5 minutes to get over because this is something new. So I won't be answering this right away as some students might miss it. हाँ एनएनपी एट एफसी फिर से समझना है ओके एनएनपी एट एफसी का मतलब है पहले तो नेशनल प्रोडक्ट समझ लीजिए नेशनल प्रोडक्ट का मतलब है इंडिया के अंदर जो इंडियंस है वो और इंडिया के बाहर जो इंडियंस है वो जो गुड्स एंड सर्विस प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं उसका वैल्यू नेशनल प्रोडक्ट हुआ उसमें से डेप्रिसिएशन हटाया हुआ मतलब जो एक्चुअल वैल्यू है वो यानी कि नेट और फैक्ट्री कॉस्ट पे मतलब मार्केट में किसमें बीच बिक रहा है मतलब नहीं है फैक्ट्री में कितना में रेडी हो जा रहा है वो सब गुड्स वो वाला वैल्यू फैक्ट्री वाला वैल्यू लेना है वो नेशनल इनकम है ये है एनएनपी एट एफसी अगर डेफिनेशन इंग्लिश में बोलना है तो एग्रीगेट वैल्यू ऑफ गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय द नॉर्मल रेसिडेंट्स ऑफ अ कंट्री इन अ पर्टिकुलर पीरियड एक्सक्लूडिंग डेप्रिसिएशन मेजर्ड एट फैक्ट्री प्राइसेस So Sachida, you need to watch again. The question is, sir, is domestic greater than national? No, I have told you this before again. कि sir, domestic product क्या national product से greater होता? No, it all depends on NFIA. अगर NFIA पॉजिटिव है अगर NFIA पॉजिटिव है तो NP ग्रेटर होगा अगर NFIA नेगेटिव है समझिएगा बात को अगर NFIA नेगेटिव है तो NP लेसर होगा तो इट ऑल डिपेंड्स ऑन दैट लिखना है तो ये लिख भी लो if NFIA is positive it means national product is greater than domestic product. If NFIA is negative, it means national product is less than domestic product. So if it helps here, it is for you. Final goods. Final goods means goods that are ultimately ready to be sold, not raw materials. Sir, who is a normal resident? Very good question. एक क्वेश्चन आया सर नॉर्मल रेसिडेंट क्या होता है एक क्वेश्चन आया सर नॉर्मल रेसिडेंट क्या होता है नॉर्मल रेसिडेंट मींस एनीवन हेलो नॉर्मल रेसिडेंट मींस एनीवन who resides in a country number one who resides in a country जो एक कंट्री में रहता है मोस्ट ऑफ द ईयर इफ नॉट द एंटायर ईयर मोस्ट ऑफ द ईयर जो एक कंट्री में रहता है या किसी पास्ट ईयर में कम से कम एक साल रहा है कंट्री में एंड नंबर टू whose economic interest lies in that country means जिसका इनकम उस कंट्री से आता है तो सपोज फॉर यू ऑल आर नॉर्मल रेसिडेंट्स व्हाई यू ऑल स्टे इन इंडिया एंड योर इनकम कम्स फ्रॉम इंडिया economic interest is in India. So this is a person called a normal resident. A good question asked by Mr. Dhanush. Sir, if service is provided by someone, how can we calculate the factory price? He's telling that service is something that you are directly providing. So how come it is at factory cost? Of course, Dhanush, for those the raw value we take, the market we take, then for goods only we consider factory value, of course. Yes, Shreya, producer goods are included in final goods. No problem. Producer goods means machines. Are they included in final goods? Definitely yes. Abhishek, that will be given. The question is, sir, पता कैसे चलेगा कि economic interest India में है या नहीं? That will be given in the examination, so we don't need to care about that. Guys, one more minute and I'll start. Yes, Nityasri, it means the same. Okay, now let's go ahead. Now let's go ahead, sir. Now there arises a beautiful question, which one of our friends is also, asked, which some of your friends also asked. That's why do I need to compute national income? And what is the logic of estimating national income? So the question is, why national income needs to be estimated? Why national income needs to be estimated? A good question. The answer is very simple. There are many points on this, but I will say 2 to 3 points that will cover all the 7, 8 points. Okay? Please remember. The logic is very simple. Number one, comparison. If we are calculating national income, we will be able to compare our economy, that is Indian economy, with, let's say, America's economy, let's say with China's economy, let's say with some other country's economy. So what I'm saying is why national income needs to be estimated, as it will facilitate comparison with other countries and within the same country for different time periods. Like we can say that, let's say, for example, in 2018, X billion dollars, X trillion dollars was India's national income. X billion dollars was India's national income. Now it has become Y billion dollars. So see, we are able to compare कि national income has risen or has fallen. So two uses I have said here. Number one, comparison of one country with another. And number two, comparison of one time period with another time period. Comparison of one time period with another time period. I am sure you have understood this. Sir, surely we have understood this. Now, next thing is, so the one thing is, you got it correct. That is comparison. Second thing is, which you saw in the budget today, policy making. Policy making. Now see, I'll tell you what I mean here. If government sees that manufacturing sector is doing well, service sector is doing well, but agriculture sector is not doing well in national income, because national income has different components: agricultural income, manufacturing income, service income. So government can accordingly frame sector wise policies Government can accordingly frame sector-wise policies. Similarly, if government is seeing that the country's growth rate has become stagnated, then government can make growth policies. But how do we know? How does the government know that the country has stagnated when we calculate the national income? I can ask you a simple thing. I can ask you a simple thing. Why do we need results? In schools, you used to get result, na? One of our friends asked why national income needs to be computed. Let me ask you another question. Why your results needs to be made? You just study and give the exam. Why is there a need for result? Of course, you will say that, sir, I will be able to trace that suppose I got 70 out of 100 in a previous exam. So if now I have got 80 out of 100, I will be able to assess that I have improved. Or suppose I got only 40 out of 100, then I will be able to assess that, okay, I have not done well, so I can take a decision to do well. But all this is only possible if you get your result, na? Otherwise, how will you judge whether you have done well or not, or whether your performance needs improvement or not? Of course, that is the same logic for the country. The report card of the country is the estimate of national income. Understood, not understood? Yes or no? So I'm sure all the 7 or 8 points are summarized in this 4 points. This is absolutely clear. I hope everyone. Okay, very good, sir. So, sir, we have understood that why national income needs to be estimated. And since it is an objective type, no need to ratify. Broad points should be clear. And I am sure you have been explained that very well. Now let's practice some MCQs, shall we? Friends, I have discussed a lot. So let's practice some MCQs. What say? Come on. Okay. Some of our friends are telling, ki, sir, explain this in Hindi again. Okay, I'll do that. सवाल ये आया कि नेशनल इनकम क्यों निकाले, क्यों एस्टिमेट करे? मैंने बोला दो कारण है। अगर आप नेशनल इनकम हर साल का निकालेंगे तो इंडिया जैसी कंट्री को आप अदर कंट्री, ओसी मतलब अदर कंट्री से कंपेयर कर पाएंगे। आप देख पाएंगे कि इंडिया कैसा कर रहा है, अमेरिका कैसा कर रहा है। तभी ना देख पाएंगे जब आप मार्क्स इवेल्युएट करेंगे, यानी नेशनल इनकम इवेल्युएट करेंगे। और वैसे ही एक कंट्री का दूसरे कंट्री के साथ तो कंपैरिजन मुमकिन है ही। आप दूसरी तरफ देखें, अगर दूसरा पहलू देखें कहानी का, तो आप ये देखिए ना क्या हो रहा है। आप ये देखिए ना क्या हो रहा है। आप ये देखिए ना क्या लिखा है। सेम कंट्री मतलब इंडिया 2018 में कैसे किया था से इंडिया 2024 में कैसा कर रहा है, ये भी तो आप कंपेयर कर पाइएगा। ये कंपैरिजन भी तो पॉसिबल होगा। ये मैं कह रहा हूं आप लोग को। सर बात तो चमका। आगे बढ़ते हैं। और क्या काम आता है नेशनल इनकम का एस्टिमेट? सर पॉलिसीज बनाने के काम आता है। आज सरकारों को पॉलिसी बनाना है। अब सरकार देखती है कि एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर का इनकम कम आ रहा है, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग और सर्विस का ठीक आ रहा है, तो मतलब सरकार जो है एग्रीकल्चर के ग्रोथ के अनुसार पॉलिसी बना सकेगी। सरकार अगर देखती है कि इंडिया का इकोनॉमी ओवरऑल धीमा हो गया है, तो सरकार उसका ग्रो करवाने के लिए, उसको ग्रो करवाने के लिए स्टेप्स ले सकेगी। अरे पर उसके लिए पता तो लगे कि इकोनॉमी स्लो हो गया है। वो पता लगेगा जब आप इनकम कैलकुलेट करो। ठीक उसी तरह से जब आपका रिजल्ट आता है तो आपको पता लगता है कि आप अच्छा किए या और मेहनत का दरकार है। सेम लॉजिक यहां पर आप लगा लो। अब मैं उम्मीद करता हूं सारी बातें क्रिस्टल क्लियर है। ऑफ कोर्स सर, इट्स क्लियर नाउ। लेट्स गो एड नाउ। एमसीक्यू प्रैक्टिस टाइम। ओके। जीडीपी प्लस डैश इक्वल्स टू जीएनपी। ऑप्शन ए एनएफआईए, बी नेट इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स, सी कैपिटल कंजम्पशन अलाउंस, और डी आपका सब इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस। डी आपका इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस। ये आंसर दीजिए। Come on, answer this one. NFIA, net indirect taxes, capital consumption allowance means depreciation or indirect taxes. Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody. Very good. क्या बात है? NFIA. Correct answer. क्या बात है? Very good. And everybody has given correct answer. Oh my God. Let's move on to the second one. NNP. NNP at FC plus depreciation is equals to what? A. GDP at GDP at MP. B. GNP at FC. C. NNP at MP. D. NDP at FC. Come on, everybody. Let's see who answers this one. Come on, everyone. Wow. Again, correct answers. GNP at FC. क्यों? क्योंकि ये नेट था. डेप्रिसिएशन जुड़ने से नेट ग्रॉस हो जाता है. पता है आप लोगों को? You all know this, right? There it is. Moving on to the third one. Moving on to the third one, right? A country has a GDP at MP of rupees 1000. Let's say we are talking about crores, huh? So don't panic there, okay? Indirect taxes is rupees 500. Subsidies is rupees 200. NFIA, net factor income, to abroad is rupees 100. Capital consumption allowance is rupees 20. I will not give you any options here. Find NNP at FC. Find NNP at FC. I am not giving you any options. You all have to compute. I will not give any option. No, Nityasri. No, he doesn't have to. Come on, everybody. Okay, let me solve it for you. See, the game is very simple. We have to begin from GDP at MP. You put it here. And where you want to reach, you put it here. Bas, khatam baat. Khatam ho gaya baat. Now go ahead. See, G is gross, N is net. So from gross to net, you deduct depreciation. This is DP, this is NP. For this, you add up NFIA. This is market price, this is factory cost. Okay, so for market price to factory cost, you deduct net indirect taxes. Yes or no? First of all, do you agree with this much, whatever I have written? Yes or no, everybody? Come on. This much, yes or no? Come on. This much, yes or no? Come on. I'll put the values later on. At least you agree here. Agree at this point of time. So we definitely do agree. Now let's put the values. GDP at MP is 1000. Capital consumption allowance. Yar, that is depreciation. Yar, that is depreciation. So that is minus 20. That is minus 20. Plus, now you have NFIA. Here maximum will get confused. See, it is written 2. So in reality, it is a negative value. Here I tricked you all. Institute may do the same. See, it is written here 2 abroad. So in reality, the money is not coming in. The money is going out. 2 means पैसा जा रहा है. From मतलब पैसा आ रहा है. So in reality, it will be minus 100. NFIA is added. But since it is a negative value, we will do plus of minus 100. Okay. Minus net indirect taxes. Now see, indirect taxes is 500, subsidies is 200. So of course, net indirect tax is 500 minus 200. That would be 300. Of course, indirect tax minus subsidy. So 500 minus 200, that would be 300. You put 300 here. So it becomes NNP at FC. So everyone, now what? NNP at FC equals to now what? 1000 is there. Great. Minus 20 is there. Again, great. Plus minus minus is there. Yes. 100 minus 300. So everyone, it becomes 1000 minus 420. That is rupees 580. Majority of you got tricked here. You must have taken it positive, but 2 was written, so it has to be taken negative. Yes, plus NFIA, but since it is a negative value, plus of minus is minus only. Na? So answer is 580 crores. Divya, perfect answer. Nishi, correct answer. Mohammed Farhan, correct answer. Anand, correct answer. Okay, sir, we got it. Come on, everyone. Is this clear, everyone? Should I move on to the next question? Come on. Yes, Anuj. Definitely. Okay, great. Moving on to the next one. Question 4. Question 4. GNP at FC is rupees 100. Net indirect tax is rupees 20. Subsidy is rupees 10. Capital consumption allowance is rupees 30. NFIA, or I should write net factor income from abroad equals to minus 10, equals to rupees 10. Find national income. I will not tell what you have to find. You think I have already spoken that in the class. I am not helping you here. मैं नहीं help कर रहा यहाँ पर. आप ही को करना पड़ेगा. Come on, everyone. Write out, everyone. Yes, Anuj. So let's see. First of all, national income you have to find. So I had told you, if somebody asks you to find national income, they're asking for NNP at FC. You got to know this. Now what, sir? Now what, sir? If I have given you GNP at FC and you need to find out NNP at FC, see, this is FC, nothing doing. NP, nothing doing. This is gross, this is net. Oh my God. You have to deduct depreciation. You have to deduct depreciation. So, bus, what next? GNP at FC is 100 minus the depreciation. Capital consumption allowance is depreciation. So, that is 30. Correct? Depreciation is capital consumption allowance. So, bus, nothing else. NNP at FC is 70. यही तो निकालना था. Nothing else. तो सर बाकी इंफॉर्मेशन किस लिए ऐसे ही टाइम पास टाइम पास You need to remember that this is what the answer is. Always see what has been given and where you got to reach. Bus methods will be clear. Again, I will practice two or three more questions. Don't worry, but I'm sure you are realizing your mistakes. Even if you have done any mistake, if you have done any mistake, I hope you are realizing that. Sir, we do understand that. Moving on to the next one, yaar. Next question, let's go. Question number 5, everyone. You have been given NDP at MP is rupees 600. Obviously, it is in crores. Net indirect taxes is rupees 30. Acha, this is NDP at FC, okay? Subsidies is 10. Depreciation is 20. Net factor income to abroad is plus 50. Find GNP at MP. Go ahead, shoot everyone. If you understand this, then I'll introduce you new concept, GDP deflator. Once you do this one. So friends, I'll be waiting for a minute or two so that you all are able to do it. Then I'll discuss. Okay, let's go then. So see everyone. GNP and MP you have to find. You start your journey from NDP at FC. You have to reach GNP at MP. Now see, this is net, this is gross. So of course, from net to gross, if you want to reach, you have to add back depreciation. This is domestic product, this is national product. From domestic to national product, you know you have to add NFIA. And this is factory cost. This is market price. For factory to market, you need to add a not net indirect taxes. I'm sure you all know this. How many of you have done this step correctly? At least this you have noted it down, or you have thought of this. How many of you have done this part correct? Answer I will discuss, but this step is correct. How many of you? Come on, who all have done this? ठीक है, great. Now see everyone. NDP at FC is given to her here, us here, and NDP at FC is 600. Plus depreciation is how much? 20. Plus NFIA, oh my god, it is 2. So you will add definitely, but it will be a negative value, as here it is 2 mentioned. And plus net indirect taxes. Net indirect taxes will be 30. Most of the students would have done what you know, they would have done 30 minus 10. That is wrong, because net indirect tax means subsidy is already deducted. Had I have given indirect taxes, then to find out net indirect taxes, you would have done indirect taxes minus subsidies. सर फिर से बोलो, नेट इंडिरेक्ट टैक्स दिया हुआ है, मतलब इसमें सब्सिडी माइनस किया हुआ है पहले से. अगर इंडिरेक्ट टैक्स दिया होता, सब्सिडी दिया होता, नेट नहीं दिया होता, तब आपको इंडिरेक्ट टैक्स माइनस सब्सिडी करना होता. यहां नेटवर्ड का अर्थ ही ये है कि उसमें से सब्सिडी ऑलरेडी माइनस करके दिया है. तो जिन्होंने 30 में से 10 घटा दिया वो अटक गए, फंस गए. They are wrong who have deducted 10 from 30, because already the question has given you net and the answer has to be fed is net only. So no need to do 30 minus 10. Oh, acha. Is that so, sir? Yes, that is so, friends. So now 620 plus of minus is minus 50, plus of 30 is plus 30, is GNP at MP. So guess what, dear students? GNP at MP equals to 650 minus 50, that is 650 minus 50, 600. Wow, most of the answers are 600 only. क्या बात है यार? I thought I will trick you, but you all won the game this time. Very good. Now, sir, let me bring you another new concept. Okay? We have been discussing for a while now. Now, let me bring you another new concept. That is called GDP deflator. That is called GDP deflator. Okay? So, let's see what GDP deflator is all about. GDP deflator. फ्रेंड्स फर्स्ट लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड. दोस्तों पहले समझ लेते हैं जीडीपी डिफ्लेटर है क्या, और उसके बाद फिर बाकी जो कहानी करना है उसके आगे करेंगे. यू नो द रेस्ट ऑफ द स्टोरी अराउंड इट वी विल बिल्ड, बट फर्स्ट अंडरस्टैंड इन अ वेरी सिंपल वे. पे अटेंशन. फ्रेंड्स आई गिव यू टू डेटा. FC means measured at factory cost. Neha, FC means something measured at factory cost. MP means something is measured at market price. FC means something is measured at factory cost. MP means something is measured at market price. कहानी खत्म. ठीक है सर, आगे बढ़े. जीडीपी डिफ्लेटर. Now moving on. GDP deflator. Now I'll give you two questions. Please answer me, huh? Let's say I tell you your marks sometime was, let's say in 2018 your marks was 45. For example, I'm saying, huh? Okay, for example, I'm saying, all right. Now it became in 23 your marks became 54. ठीक है, बराबर है. One thing is this, I am comparing, okay? Now Okay, this is information A. This set is information A. Information B, I tell you, your marks in 2018 was 100. Now in 2023, 120. Friends, friends, of course, there is improvement in both the cases. But in which case improvement is easier to understand? फिर से मैं बोलता हूं हिंदी में, हाँ, मार्क्स दोनों केसेस में बढ़ रहा है, बट कितना जोर से बदल रहा है मार्क्स, वो ज्यादा आसानी से कहां समझ में आ रहा है, केस ए में कि केस बी में? ये बताइए आप मुझे, टेल मी दिस। कम ऑन। हाँ, perfect answer. This is what I was expecting from you all. Each one have written case 2, case B. Perfect. Absolutely. देखो अब इंटरेस्टिंग बात बताएं, दोनों में 20% से इंक्रीज हुआ है. In both the cases, there has been an increase by 20%, but you all understood case B better. You know why? You know why? Because the standard, the base that I was using here was 45. The base I used here was 100. That's why it was easier for you to understand case B when compared to case A. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Yes. Perfect. By same logic, let me tell you, GDP deflator is basically used to compare nominal GDP by real GDP. GDP deflator is used to compare nominal GDP and real GDP. First, you will write the formula to compute GDP deflator. Then we will talk the rest out. So just like you are comparing marks here, GDP deflator compares nominal and real GDP. So your question will be, sir, now what is nominal GDP or what is real GDP? For that matter, that of course I am going to tell you, but write down. Nominal GDP by real GDP into 100. Yes, sir, our question is what is nominal GDP? See, you all know GDP means income. Of course, gross domestic product, don't go into that technicality. You all know GDP means income. Barabar to. Now, income means what? Value of goods and services. Value of goods and services. Income means what? Value of goods and services. मैं अभी आपको बताऊंगा नॉमिनल और रियल जीडीपी क्या है. कुछ भी लिखना छोड़ दीजिए, कुछ भी लिखना छोड़ दीजिए. स्टॉप राइटिंग वॉट एवर यू आर डूइंग. Please pay attention now because this is slightly a complicated one. Please pay attention. So GDP equals to income. We have discussed so far. And income is what? Value of goods and services. Okay, fantastic, sir. Now what I mean to tell you is, how do you find the value of goods? Obviously, sir, price of that good into quantity consumed or purchased or produced of that good. Yes, sir, correct. Now, friends, when we talk about nominal GDP, okay, now when we talk about nominal GDP is about current year price, okay, into current year quantity, okay. But current year quantity means quantity produced. Quantity means quantity produced. Quantity means quantity produced. Quantity means quantity produced. But when I say real GDP, it is not current year price. Suppose we are talking about 2023, okay? So it's not current year price. Here we will take current year price only, 2023 ka price into 2023 ka quantity, okay? Real GDP says, real GDP of 2023 will be, yes, quantity of 2023 only. Current year quantity, that is 2023 only. But base year price. Sir, now what is base year? Base year is the year with which you are trying to compare the national income. For example, the base year is 2018. Okay, so that's the logic. So real GDP is base year price into current year quantity. Nominal GDP is current year price into current year quantity. First note this down, then I will elaborate it further. फर्क एक ही है, दोनों में कॉमन क्या है नॉमिनल और रियल में, कि क्वांटिटी दोनों में करंट ईयर का यूज होता है. फर्क क्या है कि नॉमिनल में हम लोग इस साल का सामान का प्राइस कंसिडर करते हैं, जबकि रियल जीडीपी में हम लोग बेस ईयर के प्राइस को कंसिडर करते हैं. समझ में आया? राइट सर. अभी आई विल इलेबोरेट. सर व्हाई डू वी नीड टू डू दिस? व्हाई डू वी नीड टू डू दिस? सब समझ में आएगा, सब समझ में आएगा, गॉड प्रॉमिस. बस पहले तुम लोग कॉपी कर लो. फर्स्ट कॉपी इट डाउन. First, all of you copy it down, and then definitely you'll understand what sir is talking about. Okay, fantastic. Now let me answer you. Suppose I am trying to compute 2018's compare, not compute. I am trying to compare 2018's national income with 2023's national income. Okay. Let's say price of a commodity in 2018 was rupees something, let's say around 50, whatever you take. And quantity sold that year was rupees, let's say units, I mean, is 3000 units. Okay. Now, the price in 2023 of the product that was sold at 50 due to impact of inflation has gone to 80, and the quantity has gone, quantity produced, when I say quantity produced, I mean, has gone to 5000 units. Okay. Now, dear students, I don't care. Acha, theek hai, chalo. For one time, let's compute national income of 2018. 50 into 300, 50 into 3, 150, and then the remaining 3 zeros. So rupees 1,50,000 is the national income of 2018. Of course, it is to be clear. It has to be clear. It's a very basic concept I have told. But guess what? Now wait. Here, national income has two components for 2023. Mind you, you want to compare it with 2018. So one thing is to calculate nominal income, nominal national income. One thing is to compute nominal national income. The way to go about nominal would be, as I told, current year price, current year quantity. So it would be 4 lakh. So you will be like, oh my God, country has gone up from 150 to 1 lakh, to rupees 4 lakh. Wow. But please tell me, friends, one thing. Is this correct estimation? Wrong. Because 50 se 80 it has gone. The strength of the country is measured by the increase in its productive ability and not just by its inflation that is taking on. So, nominal GDP is a misguiding phenomena, as it may guide me ki, oh my God, country has improved more than double. And come on, we are educated people. We cannot be misguided by technical jargons. So the right thing to do is to ensure proper comparison. You do real GDP, because here you want to ascertain the impact due to change in quantity. Real GDP helps us do that. Real GDP helps us estimate the impact of change in quantity towards the national income. It eliminates the price impact. How does it eliminate the price impact? It doesn't consider the current year price. It considers the 50 rupees price and current year quantity. 50 into 5,000 is 2,50,000. So yes, the real growth is from 1,50,000 to 2,50,000 and not really from 150 to 4 lakh. Real GDP helps us do this. Eliminates the impact of prices. Eliminates the impact of prices. Real GDP eliminates the impact of prices. Now I am sure you are clear with it. Come on guys, yes or no? Yes sir. Very good. Very good. And you know what? Let's calculate GDP deflator now for 2023. It will give you the correct estimate. Nominal GDP is how much? 4 lakh. What is real GDP? 2,50,000 into 100. See, we are doing into 100, but that doesn't mean that you feel tempted to apply the percentage sign. You don't need to. In price index and GDP deflator, we don't do that. Remember, GDP deflator is also called a price index. So please remember, just another term for it. No need to go into the technical jargons. Just remember this word. Right, sir? Now everyone pay attention. Now what I do is, suppose I remove all this, 25 fours are 100, 40 into 4 is 160. So my GDP deflator is 160. You know what that means? You know what that means? It means that every commodity whose price was 100 rupees in 2018 is now rupees 160 in 2023. GDP deflator means कि for any commodity whose price in the base year, that is 2018, was 100, the price in 2023 will be 160. So there has been a 60% rise in prices. This is what GDP deflator tells us. I am sure everyone has understood this. And you know what you want to see? See, in reality, there is a 60% rise. You want to see? See, price 50, 80. So if you add 60% to 50, you will get 80. Indeed. So GDP deflator measures the impact of increase in prices. Measures the impact of increase in prices. GDP deflator measures the impact of inflation. So you could say GDP deflator measures a golden statement of the day. GDP deflator measures the impact of inflation. GDP deflator measures the impact of inflation. Real GDP eliminates the impact of inflation. Real GDP eliminates the impact of inflation. Real GDP eliminates the impact of inflation. These two golden statements, everyone write. Then I will let you copy the above thing. But these two golden statement, everybody got to write, must write. So GDP deflator basically, if some people are requesting to call again speak out in Hindi, so I will do the same for you. So GDP deflator basically क्या करता है? बेस ईयर के मुकाबले करंट ईयर तक दाम पहुंचते पहुंचते कितने प्रतिशत, कितना परसेंटेज से बढ़ गया है, जीडीपी डिफ्लेटर हमें वो बताता है। और रियल जीडीपी क्या कंसीडर करता है? रियल जीडीपी खाली कंसीडर करता है क्वांटिटी का चेंजेस। क्वांटिटी की वजह से, क्वांटिटी प्रोड्यूस्ड की वजह से जो नेशनल इनकम में बदलाव आया है, रियल जीडीपी हमें वो एस्टिमेट करने में हेल्प करता है। अब आप लोग ये कॉपी कर लीजिए पहले। जीडीपी डिफ्लेटर measures impact of inflation. Real GDP eliminates impact of inflation. How? Because real GDP में आप देखिए, nominal GDP was telling 4 lakhs, right? Real GDP told 2,50,000. तो वो जो 1.5 लाख एक्स्ट्रा था, वो प्राइस बढ़ने के लिए की वजह से था. So see, real GDP has eliminated that inflation impact. That's why I told कि real GDP eliminates the impact of inflation. Remember this. Remember this. It's a very important statement, friends. We cannot go wrong there. Sir, we got the idea. Sir, we certainly got the idea of what is going on. Come on, everybody. Once you have noted it down, now please note this one down, everyone. कि GDP deflator is nominal GDP by real GDP into 100. If not noted, I'll draw it in the box again because it's very important that way. And remember, you need to revise the institute material thoroughly and no need to, stress about economics as a subject. Read the notes, follow the class, attend the class timely, read what institute has written in the material. That I believe is more than enough to do pretty well in economics. GDP deflator is, I repeat, it's nominal GDP by real GDP into 100 friends. Please note this one down. Also, other formulas that we discussed today was gross minus debt. Debt means depreciation is net. Domestic product plus NFIA is national product. We understood factory product, factory prices plus net indirect taxes equals to market prices. If this four things, number one, number two, number three, number four, you have understood, remember your class was very successful today. You did pretty well today if you have understood this four. Is that clear, everyone in the chat box? Please, one last time, yes or no? Okay, guys, that's it. That's it for the day. Thank you very much. Goodbye, everyone, for the day. Bye bye, everyone. Thank you. Okay, bye bye. Thank you.